Welcome to the Daily Forkast, December 10th, 2021. I'm Megha Chadha of Forkast News, covering all things blockchain. Well, it's been a tough week for many, with most major cryptocurrencies down. A missing dog report for Shiba Inu has the community on alert. We'll take a look at that and a whole lot more coming right up. Let's get you up to speed from Asia to the world. Let's kick off with some of the top stories out of Asia today. First up, Bitcoin's hash rate has almost fully recovered just 6 months after China's clampdown on the mining sector that resulted in a mass exodus of miners from the country. Despite the recent Bitcoin price crash, according to data from blockchain.com, the total Bitcoin hash rate stood at 180.5 million terahashes per second on Thursday, almost approaching its all-time high of 180.67 million terahashes per second seen back in May. Meanwhile, Hong Kong-based Animoca Brands has announced a joint venture with Australia's Aquis Farm to create equestrian-related metaverse products, games, and NFTs. Aquis will provide intellectual property and equestrian knowledge, while Animoca will develop the products and bring the equestrian world to blockchain. One expert told Forkast News such tie-ups are a part of a wider trend.
Every industry is coming into the NFT space, and not just consumable brands, but also experience brands. So the horse racing industry is like an experience. So that just kind of lends itself well to a digital experience.
You can find those stories and more at Forkast.news. Now on to markets. Within what's been a downtrend for the greater crypto markets, meme coins are having internal struggles of their own. Forkast News' Carolyn Wright reports.
Shiba Inu has fallen around 60% from its all-time high when it fetched a crypto top 10 spot last month before falling back. The meme coin was part of a mega hack at crypto exchange Bitmart, where hackers reportedly stole around $200 million worth of crypto on Ethereum and Binance chain, including more than 893 billion SHIB. That's worth around $31.5 million. The SHIB community offered to assist Bitmart in the recovery, along with crypto exchange Huobi, but so far the dog napper has not been found. For Forkast News, I'm Carolyn Wright.
And prices across the globe are on the rise, and in much of the developing world, where people often don't have a social security system to fall back on, the cost of daily living has reached stratospheric levels. Can blockchain technology be the disintermediator to give people their economic freedom back despite rising inflation numbers? Let's find out the answer from Adrian Brink of Animoca, who joins us once again. Adrian, it's so good to see you.
Glad to be back.
You know, when prices for things like milk, eggs, and gasoline go up, consumers really don't have much choice but to pay the higher prices. How does crypto and blockchain change that?
One of the biggest problems at the moment is that fundamentally a payment system within a country is tied to usually the same or the currency issued by that country. This is certainly true for most of the Western world. The big thing that we are now capable of is experimenting. So people should create more and more currencies because we don't know what the best currencies are, and experimentation is a really, really good way to find out what works and what doesn't.
So if one is no longer tied to a fiat currency, how does one hedge against inflation? Traditionally, one might look at gold as an inflation hedge. What would we look at in the crypto blockchain space?
I think there is honestly an argument to be made that gold is a very poor inflation hedge. The best inflation hedges are most likely baskets of assets that combine different currencies in them. So that you have a little bit of gold, a little bit of Bitcoin, a little bit of ETH, a little bit of other currencies, maybe a little bit of tokenized real estate. But the big thing is this wasn't possible. We couldn't create new currencies in the past.
Adrian Brink of Animoca, thanks so much for joining us today. And that's the Daily Forkast from our vantage point right here in Asia. For more, visit Forkast.news. I'm Megha Chadha. Until next time.